Okay, so now what if we wanted something to happen while it blinked lights? Let's say I wanted this to happen. Let's go over here.
Red alert. Red alert.
Yes, that's what we're going to learn. How to make a looping ambient sound from something I found on the internet. Okay, so if you want sounds, the best place to go is Dogpile. Dogpile, audio, and let's type red alert. And red. Two words, maybe. Yes, there we go. Okay, red alert. And now I just kind of page down in here and see what kind of audio I can get. Now, I paged for a little bit, but I came across, and it must be a WAV file. See, these are MP3s. MP3, 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 MP3. So, viewing and finding one is not that hard, but I already found one, and I don't want to bore you with the details of where I found it. It was on Dogpile, however, and it's called Red Alert, spelled that way. Okay, so what I did here is I went into the Unreal and built a sound cue. A sound cue is like this. First, I have to import my sound. File, import, and I'm importing Red Alert. I'm going to call this Red Alert Final, not to mistake it with the other one. I might also want to put this in the Sounds group under Lights. So what that did is that I went down to Lights now, and I have a new group called Sounds, and in it I have this. So that's the advantage of having groups. You can keep everything nice and tidy. So if I highlight this group and add a new thing called a sound cue, it automatically populates this with sounds, and I can call this Red Alert Loop. And it will bring up this little tiny speaker system. Now, if you ever played with sound systems before in your life, what really helps is having a mixer, right? Because if you don't have a mixer, just plugging in your stereo or just plugging in a speaker in general doesn't do squat. So this is how you do this. You click on your file, the WAV file, go over to here and right click, add Red Alert. See, by plugging here to here, and hitting play, nothing. Okay? If I right click on this one, nothing. Okay, so right here, let's break this link by right clicking. Okay, let's right click and add a mixer. Okay, the mixer will be the one in control of Red Alert. Okay, but I want to do a couple other things here. Because by just playing this once, it's boring, right? I want to make it looping. So I'm going to right click and add a loop. And I also want it to delay. Because right now it would loop and it'd go 100 miles an hour. So I'm going to right click and add a delay. And this is what it is. Mixer, looping, delay, and finally its target. Okay, to play it, I would highly suggest clicking on Mixer and hitting
Red
play.
alert. Red alert.
Good. So now in the delay, you can random this up if you wanted to. In the looping, you can say loop indefinite if you wanted to. And in the mixer, this is just to control the volume. Finally, the actual WAV file itself and the compression quality it came in at. So you can up that if you wanted to. And there we go. So now that we have that, we can now close this out and take this and highlight it. Okay, the sound cue. And what I'll do is delete this and delete this. Now I want to make the same trigger volume the same for the sound. So I'm going to make this trigger volume a touch. Marcus is going to touch it. So I'm going to put it over here and move this down accordingly. And right click, add an action, sound, play sound. I'm going to put this over here. And for the sound, I'm going to choose, already have it highlighted, if you remember right, I'm going to play sound. There we go. So that easy as that. Importing a wave into Unreal, and now it should play when I touch it.
Red alert. Red alert.
Okay, so we all know that's kind of annoying. So if you add that to your level, you're a putz. But that's okay. Now you know how to do it. And you might want something like rain ambience or something like that hooked up to a switch of some sort. So that's how you do it. That's how you import a sound, make it looping, and play it through the Unreal editor. And have a good one.